Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
On play action, now Manning. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Shotgun now for Manning. And he's going to go down again. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow?
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Jonathan Stewart taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
He will love it. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Prescott on first down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He's now thrown 4 interceptions, and I hate to mention this, but he's a guy that has twice thrown 5 in his career in a single game.
Hard to believe, isn't it? And the tough part is, playing in this NFL, you don't normally just back off totally from throwing the football, do you? So the potential exists for that 5th one to occur.
Go 56, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam.
Now Stewart on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Go 56, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam. Go 56, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work, too.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that first down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the first. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Throwing. Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
46.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Let's go.
The handoff comes to Stewart. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Let's go. Hey. Four down. Hey, watch it. Hey, go 56. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam.
It's Barkley on the counter. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Giants on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Manning to throw. Throw left side complete to Ingram. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's a sneak, Manning. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. On the run, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. Manning looking to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack.
Zebra.
On third down, Barkley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys.
Zebra.
The Giants do snap it. It's Manning. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw is Manning. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Manning going to throw here. And this is Latimer, complete.